Hey everybody, Dr. Greco here. Welcome to Ministry in a Minute. So do me a favor, like and share this short video. Help us get the word out about the Crossroads School of Ministry. We've been talking this week about how we lead and how we influence people in the kingdom. All of us have influence over someone. So although 1 Peter chapter 5 was written specifically to elders, it really has some application for anyone who calls on the name of Christ, because we're called not just to be takers in the kingdom, but givers and servers. And so all of us should be influencing someone. Now, in verse 5 of chapter 5, Peter says this: "In the same way, you who are younger, submit yourselves to your elders. All of you clothe yourselves with humility toward one another, because God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble." Then he says in verse 6, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time." Now, this section is clear. Whether we are elders or leaders in a church, or whether we are just someone trying to serve and love well and lead the few people we have influence over into the glory of God, we need to be humble. And this humility is shown by Peter to be two specific things. One, don't be afraid to learn from people who've been doing it longer than you. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, okay? He says, submit yourselves to your elders. Clearly in this context, what he's saying is, learn from people who have done it, okay? But then he says in verse 6, humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty right hand. We need to make sure we're not taking human methods and applying them for God's purposes, but we're taking God's methods and applying them for God's purposes. Read the scriptures, pray, let God guide you into ways maybe you've never tried, but God will do new things to reach new people. So we learn from wise people, we learn from God, and then we seek to have influence and point people to glory. We'll see you tomorrow for another Ministry in a Minute.